Greetings everyone and welcome back to Project Highrise, where we are still remarkably poor and we're just going to be waiting for a little bit of money to drop in so that we can get all of the things renovated that need to be renovated and also place down a bunch more offices. Now, whilst we're waiting on that money, looking at the goals, we are quite a far way from our daily revenue goal, but only one law office away from our law office's goal, and not too far away from office workers' goal in total. So we're not doing too terribly badly there. This only has one employee, whereas the mediums, how many employees? 2. They take more than the space of 2 small offices, so we'll probably simply expand that out. Right, I need a bunch of things. Really? That's gonna be annoying, I'm gonna be honest with you. Not liking that at all. Alright, well, let's get some more people in these offices then. At the very least. It's going to cost us a little bit of cash. We could go with financial offices, I suppose. I mean, it's certainly possible. They want bottled water and IT. Not as keen on that, surprisingly. And what we could do is add placement, drop the cost of our elevators and stairs. Alternatively, we could drop our electricity costs. Let's have a look through. We could go with foot traffic, 50% more visitors around the city, no weather impact on the number of visitors. No, I don't think that one's really that useful for us. Renovation costs would be down for a day. No, I'll go with ad placements. We'll drop the costs of our utilities for the day. Now, unfortunately, we're stuck in one of those little ruts at the moment where we're just waiting for time to pass, which is quite a pain. All of our office workers showing up, which is kind of good. Right, let's see. Have we got legal offices now? There we go. It's going to cost us... unfortunately, all of our money for all intents and purposes, but you do expect bottled water services. That's just frustrating, though. I guess I'm going to have to cave, because all of the really good money comes from that. Let's have a look how much that was going to cost us. Alright. Well, it'll cost us 263 to build and 225 per day to run. Not great by any stretch of the imagination, but we could build it down here. Especially since it's only the medium offices that really need it, we don't need it all the way down here so that they're passing by all of these locations. We should actually be a little bit better off running it a little bit closer to where it's going to be used. I'm actually liking this system of having floors dedicated to the service staff. I'm not sure yet if that's really working out for us the way I had hoped, but it feels that way. Right, we can go with large artworks if we would really like to, but is there really so much point right now? I will, but we're gonna... It's gonna be a long time before we're even remotely close to being able to build large artworks. But the thing is, the only reason I'd be going down the politics route is to get the plaza decorations. It's going to be a while before we can get that either. So we'll just see how that one goes. Alright, almost at the end of the day, which will be grand. We will get a bunch of cash. And... bong! There we go. Oh, fantastic. I approve. Right, we need more legal offices, please. Let us have all of the legal offices all of the time. There we go. And we also need a bottled water service. And this can go right about there. Actually, no, this can go... I've been thinking that we could just have a few over here. But no, we've got this floor. We may as well make use of it for that. There we go. Go ahead, we want more legal offices, please. And in fact, we're going to use up this space to get more office workers. We'll just place a bunch of small offices along here. And that should be fine. I will best run out of the electricity that we are going to need. Though I've got to double check that we've got the capacity for this. Because it's very possible that we will not. How are we doing with capacity? No, we do not. My lord, we're already up to 4? Seriously? Wow. Our electricity usage is the stuff of legends. My goodness gracious me. Okay, I mean, I could put one over there, or I could just put it down here and have it hook up to things. But that is craziness. Absolute craziness. We are going to need it. There's no way of getting around that. Let me just make sure I'm reading that right. Yep, we need it. So there's an extra 1,000 a day going to be going out. Ouch. Just ouch on that one. One massive ouch. Well, there we go. Legal offices. Let's get some more in. And you. And in fact, you. And then we'll fill these out with further legal as well. Ideally, ones that need phone lines, but that's fine. Let's run the phone lines out. So this one is going to need to be over there. This one will need to be over there. But that one will not be necessary. Though on that note, let's double check the phones. No, we're fine. We're fine for the time being, at the very least. Right, more legal offices, please. Alright. Well, it shouldn't be too bad. We should be able to bring in a reasonable amount of cash as well. 20 offices need to be renovated. That is scary. Quite scary, honestly. Right, well, we've got money going out now. Do we have enough cash? We do not. We're just shy of the money that we need. That is a shame. But it's going to be that way for a little while, I imagine. We still need to build out the floor down here and finish off Restaurant Revolution. We managed to renovate 1 unit. And hopefully we're going to get a good chunk of cash coming in. But it's going to be reduced because we no longer have the benefit of minus 50% on the elevators and the like. Yes, quite a lot. I could spend all my money on it. Kinda don't want to. I'll be honest with you. Right, so legal offices, let's get these in. There we are. And immediately look for some more. Now, ideally, if I can get a bunch of them that don't need phone, then I'll put those in the bottom there, so that I don't have to extend the phone up. But I'll have to remember that for the future, because eventually it's going to be a pain. Oh, look at all of these offices. They're so messed up. So messed up. But that's just going to be the way it's going to have to be for a little while. Alright then, it is time, I would say. Right, we can't afford to use any ability to reduce this cost, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to accept that. There we go. And of course there. And of course, this one right down at the end there. Now we're going to want to bring the plumbing down here, as well as the electricity. And there we go. Now we're going to want one more large restaurant. And I would like that one to be right about here, I would say. In the middle. Now, what have we got so far? We've got green and black family restaurants. An Italian restaurant. We've got a sports bar. And we've got... no, those are the only large restaurants we have. Very well. How about... a brunch spot. We're going to need gas, water, and electric. We'll go with the 485. So we need to bring out the water and the gas from over there. Ah, drat. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness that was super good timing, because if we hadn't had that, I would have had to have taken out a loan just to avoid that place just shutting down immediately. But there we go. We can now build large offices. Wonderful. Now, I believe large offices is part of our goal. Regional offices, 0 of 5. So we have to build 5 large offices, I guess. Also, we need a lot of workers. And an awful lot of daily revenue. That is going to be so nuts to try and get to. It's going to be a very difficult one. But we can fit a reasonable sized store in there. That's kind of cool. We can even put some things over here. We could have a store there and a little like cafe or something. But let's go ahead and actually just paint out the walls down here for now. There we are, just so it doesn't look horrible. I mean, it doesn't look great, those vast empty spaces, but still. Alright, legal. Anything that just needs electricity can go here. Any others that only need electricity? Yes. Wonderful. In fact, this has gone perfectly. Right, there we are. Now electricity should have already run the whole way, and now I just need to hook up the telephone, and we're good. Right, new floors are complete. Rightio. Let's make sure that we've got all the renovating done. Well, renovate. We need that done right now. We may need more janitorial staff and, of course, more catering down and around here. This, I think we'll actually reserve this spot for catering, in fact. So let's paint this wall out so I know what needs to go there. Or rather that I've reserved that spot for something. And it'll be catering that we'll put in that particular location. As far as gas, though, we have used it all. How about water? We've got a lot more room for water. Electricity? Well, what we could do is we could expand out rapidly to the point where we've got enough electricity to expand that out to a 4. And we could put a gas in up there, I would say. It's not a great spot for it, but it would certainly be enough for what we really need, and because we're not really expanding that much in terms of gas and the likes. But let's have a quick look at our new contracts. Galleria. You can help by adding a variety of 3 medium stores. And Glut of Gastronomy. Attract the most sophisticated palates in town with the finest restaurants in town. Grants 2 prestige and gives 2,000 up front. But I'm not as interested in that one right now. We'll go with the Galleria, since that's at least something I was considering doing anyway. But before we do that, have we got enough for it to steal? No, we need 1,030. I'm going to continue to make up some money, and then we'll build all the way up there, and it'll be truly, truly wonderful. Because we want to place down a reasonable amount of properties. Now, the daily rent here is 156. Daily rent here, 428. This is effectively taking up the room of 3 small offices. And these 3 small offices combined, yeah, they give me more rent. So, but I could at this point start looking around and seeing whose rent I could increase, because I'm fairly certain I'm going to be able to increase quite a few people's rent. Now, I do hope you can't hear the drilling sounds there. Unfortunately, workmen showed up completely unannounced. My landlord had got them around to paint the roof and do some work on the roof, but yeah, hadn't told me about it. Glorious. I really need to buy my own place. Oh my goodness. My lord. But of course, fairly expensive. Right, so we've got a glut of money there. It's going to take a little while to get more of this. Oh, good. The city's economy is healing. Good. All right. Now that is going to mean that we're going to be able to start increasing the rent around here, I would imagine. And also, I'm not sure if it affects the office rent prices quite as much, but maybe. Now we are going to want to drop down another level. And this will give us access to, right, let's pop that one down there, to enough room for extra storage, but also some more medium stores. Let's get that set up, shall we? Now, the storage can go right about there. Does that need power? No, it does not, which is quite nice to see. My workmen off to get some grub. Excellent. Now, they're kind of out of the way down here, so it could, it might be good, it might be bad. We'll have to see on this one. But I think it is in fact time for us to add in a new storeroom. The new storeroom can go right bang smack there. And then we would want some medium stores. So a medium clothing store. You could pop you over here. I'm not sure if you're going to be upset. Hate smelly areas. See, this is a problem. So we've got a lot of smelly areas here. I could have them higher up, I guess. Like the stores could be way up here on a floor just between the offices. But then they're going to be quite out of the way. It's not like they're going to have a lot of traffic all the way up there. So that is a bit of a problem. Or I could just accept it and just you know, tank the dissatisfaction and hope for the best. I think... I mean, this one might be okay, actually, here. So let's go for the clothing store. And we'll hope that it's not a smelly area. We should be able to work that out fairly quickly. There should be an overlay that'll show us that information. Or I can just click on them. No, they seem to be okay. We could then build down here. It's an expensive way of avoiding that particular issue. But... And there would be things that we could put down here then. Instead, certain services and the likes, which might be okay. Yeah, sure. Let's actually do that. Let's build down an extra level specifically to avoid that. I did ask the workman, "Are you going to be noisy?" Oh, no. God, no noise at all. All I can hear is banging and drilling now. It's like, ah, what a fool I was to trust you. There we go. Alright, let's pop this down as well. Oh yeah, we should be able to get this floor done fairly soon. There we are. Get all of these in. That shouldn't be too bad. Up here, we are now at the point where we can afford it to steal. And we're going to actually sink a whole lot of money into expanding the height of our tower. Do we want to go much further? Yes, we kind of do. I don't want to have to worry about that for a while. So, let's get that all going. Oh, you're going to have so much work, people. I am sorry for the amount of work that you're going to be doing. Oh, my lord. Right, automatic renovation has been done on a bunch of units. That is good. We need an electronics store and an accessory store. I could build something over here. And there's definitely a part of me that wants to. And there's also a part of me that wants to put something there. Yeah, let's get all of this done. Paint this out. There we go. Now, electronics. Was it large electronics? Yes. Accessories and large electronics. So, handbags and briefcases? I think so. We'll get you. And then computers and electronics. Ooh, we need a phone line for you, but that shouldn't be too hard to manage. Let's get that out in both directions, and then just run the phone line over there. There we go. Hooray! If you feel up to it, more lucrative contracts may be available under the contracts menu. Marvelous. Let's go and have a look. Shopping Showcase. The city is very pleased with your retail development thus far and would like to make your building the city's preeminent, there we are, shopping destination. To do that, you'll need to add a variety of 3 large stores to your retail portfolio. 5,000 on completion. Grants 1 prestige. Needs completed Galleria. Sure, we'll go with that one. We'll see how well we can meet that requirement. It's going to be a little while before we can have these, though. How many floors have we got to go down? We got 2, so we'll be able to have 3 large stores down there. That should not be a problem. And while all that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and decorate these walls. There we are. And then we want some nice items. Let's go ahead, get a lovely statue in there. And we'll pop some lighting in. On this side, we'll just have the lighting in the middle. And we'll have 2 cabinets, one there and one there. And then up here we'll have a nice comfy chair and some indoor plants. And it'll be gorgeous. There we go. Alright, we've got room for various other services around here, which is fine. We are going to need an extra storage area, though, if we're going to build the large shops. We still got that running? Let's pause time. Haha! Got you! You are mine! You will not take away my bonus. Not when I still have floors to place. No, 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 no. That was so close, though. Oh my goodness. Okay, time can pass now. Oh, that was so jammy. So jammy. Right, but that is all looking wonderful. And that is literally going to be the last things that we can add in terms of our galleria and our shopping centres, etc., etc. However, we can run our electricity all the way up there, which will be grand. We're not pulling in that much money right now, and that does hurt us. Nah. Now, the one thing you might be wondering, well, if a medium office doesn't pull in as much rent as 3 small offices, which it replaces due to its size, well, what's the point? Well, the point is, it only uses far less electricity or phone connections versus 3 small offices. So you're saving money on the services by condensing your office space, ultimately. You're not employing as many people and you're not making quite as much money, but you're spending less as well. So it does balance out in a certain way. Alright, we are going to need an extra storeroom. That much is clear to us. Then we are also going to need to get 10... Oh, there we go. How marvelous. Marvelously timed. Marvelous. We can place these down here and here, and it should be fine. So we want a large grocery store. Sure, we'll have a large grocery store about there, I would say. Oh, prestige level 11. Okay, well, that's kind of annoying. It's like, oh, you can't build these until you got 10. But to actually get them occupied, oh, that's going to be 11. You scallywag game. Let's get these down. Now, these particular stores do like having very fancy things next to them, but they're going to want legitimate art. So it's not going to be as simple as slapping on a bit of free tile backgrounds for these ones. You know what? Let's actually have... No. Let's go ultra fancy for these ones and have the dado rail. There we are. No, let's mix them up a little tiny bit. This one can just be plain. There we go. And this one can have the swanky background there. And we'll just have a few odds and sods popped in there. Now, typically, I actually do enjoy having these on multiple levels because you can make use of the art that way. So, for example, if I had one here and then one there, so one level up, that one piece of art there would affect both stores. But it should be fine as is, honestly. It should be fine. Now, to get the next level, we need a fair chunk more population. Let's have a look over here. We've got 64 out of the 50 law offices. We've got 134 of the 150 offices. Over here, regional offices, that's going to be a little bit more troublesome for us to get. We could place these down, but they're going to need serious extra services to be able to make use of, which I'm a little bit weary of. Let's just place down a bunch more offices. There we go. Just to expand our earning potential. That'll be a good... Yeah, that'll be... 1, 2, 3... Oh. Did I mess it up? No, there are five floors. I still just really like the whole 5-floor method of doing this. Every 5th floor is like a little lobby where you put other things. We're gonna have all of these be medium offices though. So that means these ones get some paint, and we'll continue with the windows. There we are. And in this case, just some extra indoor plants. And nope, we'll have that one there. Over on this side, yeah, we'll stick with the indoor plants. There we go. And then this one. There we are. Right, we're going to run electricity to each floor. And at that point, I would not be at all surprised if we end up needing to build a bunch more services. But we've actually got a lot of room for services at this point. The only one that I'm a little bit concerned about is the catering service, because I'm very limited on space for that particular one. Right, at this point, though, we could choose from anything, really. Government, so legal offices, they do seem to bring in a decent chunk of cash, but the financial offices really do spend a lot more. Wow. Well, there's no particular reason not to. And we could go with IT and computer services. As long as we build enough of them, then it should be fine. So, sure, we'll build out a whole floor of financial offices. There we go. Then a whole floor of legal offices as well. There we are. But we're then going to want IT. So, let's go and see how much that's going to be. Computer and IT services. No current demand. Oh, that's going to change. Pop you down there. We'll get a little bit of paint as well. And you can have a water cooler there. And glorious. There we go. Now, down here, we're going to be a little while before we can get to the next level of prestige. We could put down artworks, though. That might actually be a good idea. I'm going to need artworks. Yes, I think we will actually drop down some artworks around these stores just to flesh them out, because again, that's something that they're very, very interested in. They need artworks to maintain their happiness levels, and that in turn will also push up our prestige, and then we can actually place them. So it'll all work out well. But that'll be for the next episode. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope you will be joining me for the next, where we're going to continue on our goal of getting largely legal. We're going to have to double, well, a little bit more than double, our daily revenues, though, and that's going to be a tricky one to pull off. I'm not sure exactly how much office space we have. We might have quite a lot, in which case it wouldn't be as difficult. But my lord, getting up to 100,000 of daily revenue, that's going to be difficult. Getting to regional offices is honestly going to be a bit of a tricky one, but we'll see what we can do. But that is it from me. So until next time, and as always, do take care of yourselves.